If you ask the average gamer what they look for when finding new games to play, thrills, intensity, and graphics are often the factors considered most important. Now that there is the possibility of earning cryptocurrency and non-fungible tokens or NFTs while playing games, there are even more factors to look at. In particular, there is a growing demand for games that can synergize conventional gameplay with an innovative and player-focused economy. Not many games embody this emerging trope between the Axie Infinity, the Ethereum-based game that brings the popular elements of Pokemon to the blockchain space. The platform quickly rose to prominence in 2021 and for a while stood as the golden standard. And although it's hit some rough patches in 2022, to say the least, the fact remains that Axie Infinity still stands as one of the most successful crypto game titles the industry's short history has seen. So what is Axie Infinity? Before we tell you that, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more similar content like this. Now let's begin. Axie Infinity is an online game developed and owned by Sky Mavis, a blockchain development company specializing in creating games with player-owned economies. The game features many of the card-based components we have come to love in Pokemon, with the key differences being that it integrates the concept of NFTs such that players have complete ownership over and can monetize their in-game assets. Prior to the launch of the free-to-play version, players were required to purchase 3 Axies to begin the game from the in-house marketplace. This is where existing players could sell their leveled-up Axies to others and try to make a profit. One Axie, a triple mystic trait Axie called Angel, sold for 300 ETH in late 2020. At today's prices, that equates to more than $930,000. Axies are NFT-based monsters with unique traits and fighting capabilities. Players must choose their starter Axies carefully if they're to stand the best chance of beating others. Players pit their monsters against each other for the chance of winning coins that can be exchanged on other cryptocurrencies and ultimately fiat currencies. Now let's talk about how does Axie Infinity work. As mentioned earlier, Axie Infinity's whole gameplay revolves around the strategic use of Axies' fighting traits to out-duel opponents and in the process earn rewards. You can either play against other players or face off against non-player combatants called chimeras. In both cases, you can acquire 3 Axies with which you can initiate various strategies, all in the hopes of coming out on top. Depending on the type of Axies in your possession, you can execute a series of attacks and defense moves. If you're wondering how battling capabilities are distributed or allocated to Axies, here's a little breakdown. Axie Stats. Axies come with 4 different stats, namely health, morale, skill, and speed. These stats determine the battle mechanics of Axies, as they indicate the degree of damage each Axie can dish out and receive and who gets to make the first move. Axie Classes. Another thing that you ought to have at the back of your mind is that Axies come in 9 classes. 6 are normal and the remaining 3 are secret classes. The normal classes include Beast, Aquatic, Bird, Bug, Plant, and Reptile. The secret classes are Mech, Dawn, and Dust. Certain classes have an edge over others. For instance, Aquatic has more advantages over Beast, Mech, and Bug Axies. In contrast, they are weak against Dusk, Plant, and Reptile Axies. Axie Body Parts. Each Axie has 6 body parts including ears, horns, eyes, mouth, back, and tail. All except the ears and eyes have special battling abilities associated with them. Smooth Love Portion. Whenever you win a battle, you will receive rewards denominated in Smooth Love Portion, SLP, an Ethereum-based token native to the Axie Infinity ecosystem. These SLP tokens then can be used later on to breed new Axies. Axie Breeding. You can breed Axies a total of 7 times. The first breeding cycle requires the least amount of SLP to initiate. However, it increases with each breeding cycle. Axie Genes. When breeding Axies, note that each body part of the parent Axie has dominant, recessive, and minor recessive genes that might be passed onto the offspring. Now that you have a basic understanding of Axies and their traits, it is worth mentioning that there are other tokenized items in the Axie Infinity universe called Lunacia. In addition to owning Axies, users can also own plots of land. The exciting bit about this part of the game is that owners can customize and monetize their parcels of land. In essence, you can build things such as shops on your land in Axie Infinity and generate passive income from them. In total, there are 90,601 plots of land in Lunacia. There are also 4 levels of rarity attached to each plot of land: Common, Rare, Epic, and Mystic, as well as 5 types of land that can be owned by players: Savanna, Forest, Arctic, Mystic, and Genesis. Notably, the creator of Axie Infinity, Sky Mavis, has built and integrated a high-speed sidechain that allows players to avoid the cost and time ineffectiveness of the Ethereum blockchain. With this, Axie Infinity can process transactions executed on the platform almost instantly. Axie Infinity is a platform working towards enabling a fully decentralized gaming ecosystem. The goal is to completely hand over the management and governance of Axie Infinity to the players. To this end, the platform launched a governance ERC20 token called Axie Infinity Shards, or AXS, among other things. The holders of AXS tokens are elevated to the position of decision makers and are allowed to vote on operational changes and future development. However, this is a work in progress. For now, Sky Mavis still has control over sensitive processes and systems. That said, AXS can also be staked to earn rewards. One of the many updates and developments that Sky Mavis has implemented in 2022 is the launch of Axie Infinity Origin. Unlike the classic Axie Infinity game, this version does not require users to buy Axies before they can play. New players receive a team of starter Axies for free. With this, you can start exploring the Axie Infinity universe without paying a dime or connecting a Ronin wallet. The team believes that this will open the game up to more players and gamers and eventually encourage them to take a step further to try the play-to-earn version. We hope you liked this video. See you in the next one.